Good people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? Happy Monday. How y'all feeling? As you can hear, I sound like Jadakiss. Every time my homecoming come, I go, I have fun. I'm sorry I'm MIA for like 3 out of the last 4 days. But I lose my voice. I gotta drink tea. So I'm gonna bounce back. So my voice go in and out, pardon me. But yeah, man. Good little break, good little mental break, reset. I hope the team reset a little bit. But, it's time to get back to it. It is time to get back to it. Early thoughts on this Rams game. First and foremost, the Rams are not a slouch. Don't let their record fool you. They have competency at every position. They have a lot of young players, so we should overwhelm them with experience and be able to dominate. But we should not roll into this game thinking it's easy, especially looking forward to the Eagles game. That would be stupid upon our part. No. We should have been spending our bye week not only mentally relaxing, but getting locked in and fixing different issues. Red zone's still an issue we need to fix. I hope we've added some more motion to our game, although motion is not the entire key. I saw that last night with the Miami Dolphins. Eagles dropped them off, showed that they aren't who we might think they were, but context will, come through. Outside of the non-calls, which happened, but it is what it is. That happens every week. The bigger thing was they was missing most of their offensive line. Jalen Waddle got hurt. Teams look different when their major players go down. We've been, figuring it out without Trayvon Diggs, but it 100% changed our defense. It just is what it is. It's not an excuse. It's a reason. And I ain't a Dolphins fan, so their L does not really bother me at all. But what I'm saying is, I wanted us to just continue to build on our offense and not stay stagnant. Adding some motion, not being just stagnant, not running stuff to give tells to what we're doing each play. Continuing to let Dak use his legs, because that was a revelation to watch him do that last week. Not running him too much to where he gets injured, because if you've seen last night, Jalen Hurts limped off the field. You can't get nicked up. It's kind of got to be a balance. You got to be smart with it and use it when you can. Also, just remember, the Rams they got Tutu Atwell, very fast dude, reminds me of a younger Brandon Cooks, maybe lighter. They got Puka Nacua, I just call him Puka. You know what I'm saying? Great route running type of player, like a Cooper Kupp light. And they got Kupp back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about the Rams in the vein that we beat them last year with Cooper Rush because we played disciplined. Dan Quinn kind of knew what he was doing against Sean McVay's offense. And everybody raised their level of play. See, when the Cowboys lock in, we're hard to deal with. I got something on my shirt. Is what it is. But when we playing around with our food, we get beat. We locked in versus the Chargers, and we showed them that we're the better team. Now, people can say, it's just the Chargers. I get it, because y'all out on the Chargers right now after we beat them. That's what happens. People were not out on the Patriots. We're out on the Patriots after we beat them. And it was like, it's just the Patriots. And then when the Bills beat them, it's like, but the Patriots they're a well-coached team. People were out on the Jets when we beat them. And then, it's just the Jets. And then when they beat the Eagles, it's like, well, the Jets got a ferocious defense. And I'm like, make it make sense. But anyway, that's a story for another day. I just want us to know that if we roll into this game saying, well, we beat them last year, we'll lose. If we roll into this game thinking, okay, we got the players to deal with what Sean McVay's throwing on the table, we'll lose. Because he's probably redesigned and added things to his offense. As a fact, if the offense rolls into this game looking at, I don't know any of these defenders, we will lose. It's bigger than that. You have to come to play every game like it's the game versus the Chargers, like you're coming off a loss, like you're playing to get in the playoffs, like your season's on the line, because every single win matters. These are the type of games we're supposed to win. That's my thought. Supposed to win. And if we want to separate from what they think the Cowboys are and what I know the Cowboys can be, let me repeat that. Separate from what the media and our rivals think the Cowboys are, which is people that fold when things get important. And what I know the Cowboys can be, which is dominant no matter what the situation, we have to lock down games like this. We can't overlook the Rams. We have to be centralized, focused on the Rams. There'll be time to focus on the Eagles. It ain't this week. So anybody that's talking about, it's just the Rams will knock them down, or, you see the Rams lose to the Steelers with Kenny Pickett, and you're like, we can beat that team. No. I don't care what the Steelers did. I'm talking about what the Cowboys can do. Do I have full faith that we will beat the Rams? Yes, and we'll talk more in depthly about what it'll take to do that. But we don't need to overlook Matthew Stafford or nothing like that. Because when he's on, he's on. He's on. When he's off, he'll throw us the ball 3 or 4 times. It is what it is. Speaking of which, interception looking crazy. Y'all see them interceptions out there? See a lot of names on that list. Rain ain't on it. Rain ain't on it. But listen, I also want to touch on one more thing real quick. And I know I'm early today. Just got a lot of things going on, so I want to just jump in here and touch base with y'all now. Outside of some breaking news, I just had to, give y'all this. Listen, ain't no help coming. Now, I will say this. I pay attention to the whole Cowboys media sphere, from the haters to the rivals. I listen. I don't even deny. I tapped in everywhere. So when one of the Cowboys reporters that I know has a line to the Jones family, when Mike Fisher says he's been talking about trades the last 3 or 4 days, you got to take some with a grain of salt. Some of it is to get people to pay attention. Hey, Derrick Henry. Hi, Devontae Adams. Catchy thumbnails and quotes to get your attention. It's not that. It's just that when I'm listening to him talk, I have been hearing him just say, the Cowboys will exhaust all measures. He was naming specific positions like cornerback, running back, receiver, linebacker. He said those 4 positions. So that made me say, okay, and it's before the trade deadline. So it's not just signing someone off the street per se, although he did mention Leonard Fournette. And I do have a question. Maybe I'll do a video on that. How y'all feel about Leonard Fournette? Just put Leonard Fournette thumbs up or down. I don't know. As far as just as a bigger bruiser back, because if you can bring him in as a specialist, might not be too bad. Just hearing him say that we might be considering bringing someone in or going after somebody like Derrick Henry, he keeps saying, I wouldn't ignore that. I'm not saying that we're going to go get him, saying that it makes me feel like it's been discussed. It makes me feel like somebody in the building may have talked about it. I don't know what we need to what we can take from that. It just makes me feel like, maybe the Cowboys aren't going to just sit on their hands this year. Maybe not. But I got another thought process to it. How about this? No help is coming. Ain't no help coming. How about that? As a team, we don't need to move or play like that. There are other franchises that I know, when players on their team look bad, they get on their knees and pray that the dude up in the booth go get someone else, because the depth on our team ain't good enough. Now you can say they want to win more than us. I get it. And their organization is their organization. But my organization, them boys is historically cheap, notoriously sit on their hands and let things pass them by. Once you understand what you're dealing with, don't get mad at the results. We know they're not going to make no big trades. I ain't seen them make a big trade in a while. Amari Cooper, that was 2018. That's like 5 years ago. We don't sign big name free agents. So now that we understand what we're dealing with, right? Until it happens, let's not beg for it. Let's not pray for it. Well, you can pray for it, but let's not beg for it. Let's not assume it's going to happen, because it's not. Ain't no help coming. So in our preparation this week, we need to prepare like that. Deron Bland, Stephon Gilmore, and the secondary need to prepare like that. The pass rush and the defensive line need to prepare like ain't no help coming. Linebackers, get Evans on the field. Marquise Bell, keep playing lights out like ain't no help coming. Dak Prescott, offensive line, I need y'all to get a little bit more push. Can I get a little bit more push? Tony Pollard, I need you to play a little bit better. No disrespect. And the offensive play calling, Schottenheimer, I don't know if you need to get in there more. I don't know if somebody need to get in Mike McCarthy's ear. But stop banging our head against the wall. And we'll talk about that further this week with the run game. Be more creative. Stop using Tony Pollard just A-B gap. That's not what he is. And if you need somebody to do that and you don't want Rico to do it, go get Leonard Fournette. My thing is this, man. Ain't no help coming. So I hope over the bye and the preparation into this week, as you get your bodies back a little bit healthier and you get ready for locked in for the other half of the season, I want the preparation and the mindset to be ain't no help coming. Because we don't need it. We got enough help and people on this team to get the job done. It's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. I holla.